Hello, hello, everybody, you beautiful souls. Welcome to my review. Today we're doing something a little bit different, something I've been wanting to do for a while. I'm super pumped about it. If you're new to my channel, hi, how are you? It's good to meet you. If you're returning, hello, welcome back. It is so great to see you again. As always, you guys, you can book a personal reading with me in the website addressed below. I've got lots of stuff going on, and be sure to check that out. I have a mini menu going on till the end of the month. There's good stuff on there. Go check it out. Okay, so today, what deck are we talking about? I'm super excited about it. So we're gonna talk about the Tarot of the Curious Creatures. The Tarot of the Curious Creatures. I'm gonna take off my elastic. Nobody needs to see that. Okay, so this deck is by Cussing. Now, she did I'm just gonna move this to the side for a minute. She did the Lightseers Tarot. She's done a few. The Lightseers, I think she did the Muse deck, and what's it called? Oh yeah, the Sacred Creators? Yeah, I think it's the Sacred Creators Oracle. I do not have those other decks yet. I just have the Lightseers that I've edged here. So this is a very popular deck. I'm sure you have seen it. I use it all the time. If you've watched my readings, guaranteed you have seen this. If you've had a personal reading with me, you may or may not have had this particular deck in your reading. So that's Cussing. I think she's Pixie Curio on Instagram, if you want to follow her. She's got some good stuff. So here's the thing. This is a collage deck, and it's 79 cards, actually, because there's 2 Fool cards. So here's the box, nice and sturdy tuck box. I love the inside. I love that it's orange, first of all. For those who don't know, orange is my favorite color, so pop quiz later, just kidding. Okay, so I love how it says in here, and she promised to always be curious, for its delightful wonder fueled her soul. And then at the bottom it says, come play. It's so cute, really sturdy. It's a really well decorated box, like it's so beautiful. Okay. So here are the backings. Oh. Aren't those pretty? I never would have put purple and red together, but I actually quite like it. So it's, in compared to the Lightseers, pretty much the same. Like you can see the Lightseers has like a slight, like just ever so slightly, but I would say they're the same size. Hold on. Yeah, they're basically the same size, same rounded edges, the whole bit. Okay, so the Lightseers is borderless. The Curious Creatures is not. Okay, similar cardstock. The Lightseers, I'm not gonna lie to you, is thicker, or at least I don't know if that's changed since when I got this deck, but it is slightly thicker than the Curious Creatures. Okay, because I had to work. Like I remember when I got this deck, I was like, are you kidding me? I didn't like to use it at first because it seemed stiffer than I expected it to be, and I had to work it in. Now I have it like perfectly good and it shuffles beautifully and stuff, but I had to work at it. This, the Tarot of the Curious Creatures, I did not, okay? So it's very cute. Very cute. This is one of my favorite 6 of Cups cards. How adorable. Like that inner child work, you know. This deck is very whimsical. This is actually a great deck for inner child work because it kind of plays on that fun, I don't know what the word I'm trying to say is, that beautiful like whimsy that you feel as a kid, and like everything's cute and fun. At the same time though, this sucker gives you very accurate readings, and it doesn't pull any punches. However, like what I mean by that is it doesn't sugarcoat, but it reads in a way that still makes you feel like, okay, I can handle it, you know? Now, one thing I will point out about these cards is there is borders, but if you look, a lot of these cards, it's like they're coming out of the border. They're stepping out. It's like they're coming out of the card into your real world. And I just absolutely adore that. The use of color is fantastic. The outfits are adorable. Now, this deck is the one that surprised me the most, I think, out of any deck that I've ever gotten. Because when I first saw this deck, oh my God, he's one of my favorites. Isn't he fucking cute? Oh my God. When I first got this deck, or no, not got it. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, not interested. Collage deck, I don't usually do well with animals. Like, no, done. I've had animal decks, they didn't work for me, right? Wrote it off immediately. Oh my God, how cute. Look how sassy she looks. I just love it. Like, too good for this shit. Yeah, so long story short, I didn't even look at it. I was like, fuck that. Cool, there's a crow on the front, but not interested. And randomly one night, I was watching, I believe it was The Hermit's Cave here on YouTube, and he did a walkthrough of this deck. He's so funny, I love it. And I don't know why I watched it, probably just because I watch all of Simon's stuff, so I was like, yeah, sure, let's watch it. What else am I gonna do, you know? And as he's doing these, I'm like, oh my God, those are actually pretty cute. And by the end of this stupid walkthrough, I was like, okay, now I gotta watch a few more because I didn't think I'd be intrigued, and here I am. Oh my God, this is one of my favorites. Look at her. She's so cute. Anyway, so I watched a few, and then I know this girl who, in my hometown, who has a little shop out of her house where she sells crystals and cards. And I randomly texted her, it must have been like 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night. And I was like, hey, do you have this deck? And I'm thinking, if she doesn't, I'm not meant to have it. And if she does, I'm meant to have it. Because it was shortly before I was leaving for Mexico here, and I knew I wouldn't be able to order it in time and have it shipped to me. And she messaged me back. She's like, oh yeah, I have it. Oh, you guys, it was a major impulse buy. So I went and got it the next day. And I have been playing with this ever since. And I gotta say, I'm very surprised by how much I love it. I love this deck. I love the way it reads. It comforts me. It gives you that nice empowering feeling. It still tells you exactly what you need to hear, but it does it in such a whimsical little way that it just kind of, you can't help but smile when you see these cards, even if you're feeling down. So that's why I say it's a great, it's been great for working, some path working with inner child stuff. And the depictions, like the Five of Wands and the fighting and the, you know, it's so cute. It's so cute. Oh my God, I love this guy. Doesn't he just look regal? So anyway, I won't go through the whole deck, but so let's talk the guidebook here. It's nice, little chunky, very similar to her Lights Ears. So we have, right off the hop, got a little bit about the deck, how to read with cards, path working with the curious guide. So that's what I was gonna say. You pick a guide, right? So you're supposed to go through this whole deck, look at each card and see who you're drawn to. And that's going to be your guide for this deck. So when they show up, it's like a little extra oomph to your reading, you know, and they, it's like a little bit of extra special magic. Okay, just trying to see if there's anything it says. Okay, so there is reversed and upright keywords. We have some card spreads. So then we start here, okay? So with each card, you have the name of the card, you have an upright and a reversed meaning, so heads or tails, which is cute. You have a description here, and then you have who's on the card, conversations. So the dog is on the Fool, so we have pup conversations, and it talks to you as like from the animal itself, which is super cute. So it has that for all of these throughout, even the minors, okay, which is beautiful. So I went through this whole deck, and I was thinking I knew who my guide was going to be before, because I did, you know, the walkthroughs and stuff and watched them and the reviews. But I was surprised. Who I thought it was going to be was not. And my guide is the Queen of Pentacles. How sweet is she? And she's not my favorite queen. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles, great, but not my favorite queen in the deck. That's usually reserved for the Queen of Wands or the Queen of Swords, depending on my day. It's never the Queen of Pentacles. So the fact that I picked her out of this deck tells me that she's going to help me be very abundant. You know, she's going to nurture me, she's going to ground me. So that kind of gives me the whole vibe of this deck, and I can see why I chose that particular one, because she really outlines the energy that I feel from the deck. So the more I work with it. So that was kind of nice that right off the hop, before I played with it, that's who I picked, and it ended up being a representation of the energy I feel from this deck. So here's how it shuffles. Excellent. Very easy riffle. Hand over hand is gorgeous. Oh, okay, one flew out. Let's look at it. This is our collective card. We have Judgment. Judgment. So let's just read from the guidebook here. As our collective message for today. There we go. So I'm not going to bother with the keywords. I'll just read what it says here, and then the raccoon conversations. So when the call of our soul is left unanswered, we tend to see our light through the lens of our wounds. Judgment reminds us that it's time to face the music and dance with our spirit in total trust, surrendering to this radical form of self-acceptance. Oh, I like this description of judgment. Reach up and integrate your whole being, your whole history, with your beautiful light. When judgment calls, forgive yourself. This message requires you to sit comfortably with your past and learn to love it all, as your past was part of what has forged your complex and unique beauty. No more faking it. It's time to fully embrace your most authentic nature and to rise your vibrational self-love so high that your very essence emanates from every pore of your being. If you could totally let loose and freely express your soul, how would that feel? Profound spiritual awakenings await when you consciously follow the flow of our own highest purpose. So shed your shackles and say yes to your natural evolution. Raccoon conversations. No matter how resourceful, organized, and cunning the mind is, when the time comes to judge our lives, the only thing that we will know will be the intentions we had and the kindness in our hearts. No facade or goodness or compliance will mask nefarious intentions, as intentions are the heart and the energy behind all things. Intentions vibrate. Are your deeds carried out because you want to be judged as worthy and good, or because you are good? How can you seek greater alignment of heart and action? Wow, that's kind of a deep message for us today, hey? So your soul is calling, guys. What do you, how are you gonna answer it? Radical self-love and acceptance. Oh my God, I love it. And how cute. I mean, how cute are they? I love raccoons. So anyway, you guys, this is, like I said, this is the most surprising deck of any deck I've worked with so far, right? I knew there was some that I would, you know, like and love, and, you know, I might have been slightly surprised before, but not like this. I love this deck. And again, super surprised because I was not even gonna fucking look at it. So let me know, you guys, in the comments, do you have this deck? Is this one that you're interested in getting? If you have it, do you have a guide? I'd love to hear who your guide is. Let me know. Let me know, you guys, because they're awesome. So if you're on the fence and kind of like, do I, don't I, you know, do I need it, do I not? I would say if you're thinking about it, or if you want to, you know, play and integrate some whimsy and do a little bit of inner child work, this is an excellent, excellent deck for that. And it's just really insightful and it's fun, you know? So that is my review of the Tarot of Curious Creatures by Chris Ann. Thank you so, so much for watching, you guys. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, let me know if you've got it or you're thinking about getting it in the comments. I really do appreciate it, and we will talk very, very soon. Bye.